What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another mix breakdown. This is another song from our good friend Guwop. The song's called Mulan 2. The link will be in the description. The song's doing really well. Guwop's fire. I've been saying he's fire for a long time, so I'm just waiting for everybody to hop on that, but don't be too late. Now, let's go ahead and dive into this. I'll show you. It's kind of a different mix. I think I bought new plugins around this time, and that's why I'm using the Oxford plugins. They sound great, though, and I do use them. I like the limiter a lot, too. The Oxford limiter is really cool. So let's go ahead and dive into this and see why I did what I did. Also, I'm going to play it so you can hear it. If you don't like how it sounds, then don't waste your time watching this. But I think it sounds pretty good.
Yeah. I ain't really gon' cap, I got some dead friends. They turned their bed egg on me, now that's a dead man. Buku bent ends on me like what's a rubber band. Got these white folks on me, I need a big advance. They switched it for some bread and for some clientele. Mulan painted her toes, I put them in Chanel. They try to lock me in a...
Great. All right, so right out the gate, we're starting with the Oxford dynamics. It looks like I'm only using the compressor. Let's see how I got it hitting here. Pretty slow attack, fast release. Pretty standard stuff right there. 3.62 ratio that I dialed in. No, I just put it there. And then we got 7 dB of makeup gain. Let's hear it.
Yeah, man. Buku bent ends on me like what's a rubber band. Got these white folks on me, I need a big advance. They switched it for some bread and for some clientele. Mulan painted her toes, I put... Yeah, man. Buku bent ends on me like what's a rubber band. Got these white folks on me,
So it's definitely adding volume, but it's still not anywhere where it needs to be. So let's go ahead and keep going down the chain here. Right here I have the Pultec compressor. Sounds really good, especially when you have like a heavier vocal that doesn't have a lot of brightness. This is a great plugin to kind of thin out the vocal and add a crispiness to it. The Waves version is called the Puigtec. This is the UAD version called the Pultec. It sounds really good, though. I like the Waves one a lot, too, so... once again, I might have just caught this one and wanted to use it.
Yeah, man. Buku bent ends on me like what's a rubber band. Got these white folks on me, I need a big ad.
Wow, so this is adding a ton. This is bringing the fullness up, puts it right into your face. Most of the sound is probably coming from this plugin. Not something I typically do, but it sounds good, so I went with it. After that, Pro Q3, I assume some Tractive EQ.
Yeah, man. Buku bent ends on me like what's a rubber band. Got these white folks on me, I need a big advance. They switched it for some bread and for some clientele. Mulan painted her toes, I put them in Chanel. They try to lock.
Incredible. It's amazing what a little bit of mid-range, low mids can do. Kind of lets the vocal sit into the beat a little bit more. One more time. I'm going to turn it off, and then I'll turn it on.
Yeah, man. Buku bent ends on me like what's a rubber band. Got these white folks on me, I need a big advance. They switched it for some bread and for some clientele.
And that already sounds pretty good. Great. And then we got the SSL channel.
Yeah, man. Buku bent ends on me like what's a rubber band. Got these white folks on me, I need a big advance. They switched it for some bread and for some...
I'm actually adding some more low at the bottom, too. One thing that I really like with the SSL is doing a little bit of compression, because any of the EQ adjustments that you make, it kind of just tightens up all the cuts that you do. So it's hitting very slight. Right here you can see it's just like a 1 or 2.
Yeah, man. Buku bent ends on me like what's a rubber band. Got these white folks on me, I need...
And then I have a gate. There's a good bit of background noise, but instead of going in and manually clip gaining everything, a gate's a good way to kind of combat that without actually gating it to 0. A lot of gates, you can make it so the gate only pulls it down a few dB. And I think that's what I have on here. It's like 13 dB. So it never really fully goes to 0. So that's a good way to play with gates. Don't be too afraid of them. Sometimes if you just have like little stuff in between, just using a gate with a lower floor, like a higher floor, I guess, is a good way to keep the life of the vocal without making it feel choppy. I didn't use the tube tech. Then I got the slate stuff right here. Virtual channel just makes it saturation, kind of makes it sound like it's going through a board. Some more EQ, and then it looks like I'm using this distressor plugin, but more as like a parallel compression. So let's go ahead and hear this.
Bands on me like what's a rubber band. Got these white folks on me, I need a big advance. They switched it for some bread and for some clientele. Mulan painted her toes, I put them in Chanel. They try to lock me in a box and put me in a cell. I'm screaming, oh me, oh my, after wishing well.
Great. I really like this compressor. I feel like I try to find a way to use it in every song, whether that is with the mix at 100 or even just a little bit. It's a good way to do parallel compression, and then I also did a parallel compression on my wet signal as well. Same thing I've been doing with just the Bluey 76. Doubler color is simply the exciter down here. Boom, bam. And it looks like I threw a little de-esser on the boo. Yeah, nice. Cool. Ad-libs. I may have bounced these wet.
Turn that bet on me, now that's a dead man. Buku bands on.
Nah, it's just a reverb.
They switched it for some bread and for some
reverb and a lot of doubler to kind of widen it and make it feel a little more wet. And then probably a very similar EQ. Yeah, same thing. I'm sure you've seen in my other videos, but one thing that I like to do is to get the overall sound of the lead vocal. When I get the lead vocal to a point where I'm like, that sounds kind of good, I just duplicate that for my backgrounds, my ad-libs, and then I start from there rather than having to remix every part. I just focus on the top line, and then I use that as a starting point for all my extra vocals and just duplicate the routing and everything like that. Also, I have all the vocals going to a vocal summing bus, which I rarely put anything on. I might put the brick wall limiter on by T-Rax, but I really don't. And then for the master chain, boom, my T-Rax, the good stuff. I got a little bit of EQ here. This super loud preset is what I mainly use. I turn off the low cuts and I bring down the high just a little bit and just let that high kind of bring out the vocals some more. Compressor. Hopefully it's not hitting too hard. Let's see.
My sauce, got him screaming, yeah, yo, like I ain't started off. I'ma shoot a nigga head off like Django. She can feel it in her bones and the tippy toes. I done came a long way. I'ma take it to the grave.
Then the brick wall limiter, I have it on clip mode, so it's pretty loud, and the RMS is hitting at like -5, -6, which is pretty loud. It's not the most friendly when in regards to being converted, but it knocks. So if you want your stuff to knock, put your limiter in clip mode. I'm surprised I didn't use the L2. I normally do it as just a safety precaution. Granted, I do have this limiter set to -0.2. So there is a little bit of a ceiling happening. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it overall. It's it looks like, what do we got here? A little reverby vocal.
I ain't really gon' cap, I got some dead friends. They turned their back.
Yeah, that was hard. So I just used the Manny Verb, which I'm a big advocate for that. But yeah, for the most part, that's it. Pretty simple mix. Not too many plugins too. Oh, de-esser. Whoops.
Yeah, I need a big advance. They switched it for some bread and for some clientele.
Hell yeah, right on the F's, the S's, the T's. Sounds clean. Song's fire. Pretty much could do anything and it would sound good. But this is what I did for this one. I really enjoy it. Go show love to Guwop. Go follow him on Instagram. Stream this song. I believe we're going to be working together soon. He'll be in LA, which is great. So I will see you all again. I appreciate you all watching. And also, thank you so much for the love on the Cymatic video that I did. That's super tight. I've been getting a ton of people hitting me up for mixing, which is really great. Really appreciate it. Also, on top of that, if you go to my website, this whole template and pretty much what I use to mix vocals is available for purchase. So if you want to do that, help yourself. If not, just watch the video and just recreate it, because like I'm pretty much giving away all the routing. So you might just have to like pause it and then figure out how I did it. It's really not hard. You can literally, you don't even have to buy the template. You can just look at my video and recreate the template. I'm just losing sales by doing this, but I'm just pointing out the obvious here. Anyways, have a wonderful day. I appreciate you watching, and I will see you all very soon. Tito, I'm filming a video. Have a good day, everybody. Later.